Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a tag, and I haven't done a tag in a very long time. I can't even remember the last time we did a tag. And this is the Your Answers Can't Be Books tag. And I've seen this one going around for a pretty long time, and I actually wanted to do a video of my own, but I never ever got around to it. But recently I was tagged by my beautiful friend Nakia over at Nakia's Hideaway, so I'll have her channel linked down below, as well as BookBuds, who came up with this wonderful tag idea. So I'll have both channels linked down below. Make sure you go give them some love. So jumping right into the questions here. Question number one is, what is something other than books that you own way too many of? And I think Nakia and I both have the same answer for this question. So the first thing is my spooky mugs. And some people might say I have too many, but to me, you can never have too many spooky mugs. They make me so happy, and I have them in all different sizes. So I have smaller ones for coffee and stuff like that, and then I have big, like, bucket sized mugs that are for tea. I love having a nice hot beverage in the morning, so whether it's coffee or tea, I want to pull something down that's going to be spooky and is going to make me happy. So spooky mugs, definitely something that I own a lot of. And of course, this year during spooky season, we're halfway to Halloween, by the way. This year during spooky season, of course, I'm going to pick up one or two more. I love getting them from Spirit Halloween. They have the really big ones. And last year, I got a Sanderson sister mug. So want to kind of branch out and see what they have this year, hoping that they have something else that'll be licensed, because I have a Ouija board one and I have two Sanderson sister mugs. So hoping to branch out this year and get another style. And then the other thing that I have way too many of is my horror or spooky themed earrings. And again, I love wearing spooky earrings. So after I drink my morning hot beverage out of my spooky mug and I go get ready for work, I love popping on earrings that just make me happy. They either have spooky things on them, or like today I'm wearing my snakes, and I always get so many wonderful compliments on my earrings too. So I like to support small businesses. So these specific ones were made by a small business here in Calgary, and most of my other ones come from Etsy shops. So I will leave some of my favorite spooky earring Etsy shops linked down below, and you guys can go check them out for yourself. So question number two, what is something that you do for fun that's not reading a book? And honestly, I am a pretty big homebody. I don't go out much. Even before like all of the pandemic and everything happened, I was a homebody. I always have been. I love to stay home and just do things with my family or small groups of people. So I'm a big movie buff. So every Saturday night, Matthew and I, we will clean the house during the day and make a huge deal out of it, and Saturday nights is like our date night, if you want to call it that, and we cook dinner together. We usually make something that's kind of out of the norm that we would normally have, because eating out these days is super expensive. So we love to cook together and come up with new recipes and stuff, and then we'll sit down and have a movie night. Usually it's something spooky, of course, because we got to stay on brand. But right now we're actually rewatching The Hobbit, so we're just going into the third one, and I just love it. I just love staying at home and watching movies. Something else that I used to really enjoy doing, I haven't done for years, is game nights. Having a few people over, having some chips, or making a big pot of chili or something like that, and just playing Trivial Pursuit or Monopoly or one of the classic games. So I used to do that a lot, kind of in a previous life. I haven't done it in a long time, and I think that family game night is definitely underappreciated. And question number three, what is something special or important on your nightstand that's not a book? So Matthew and I have a whole ritual that we go through to set up to get comfortable for sleep. And funny enough, all of the things on my nightstand play a really important part in that. So one of the things I have is my Himalayan salt sphere. So of course it emits a really lovely glow that I like to click on and keep it on while I'm reading before I go to sleep. So that's really relaxing. And then two other things besides my Kindle. One of them is my humidifier. So living in Alberta, it's super, super dry here and it really affects my sinuses. So I sleep with a humidifier. And the other thing is my Sound Pebble speaker. So many of you know that I do have some permanent hearing loss that happened just over the past few years with some health problems that I had going on. And I'm left with a permanent ringing in my ears. So of course it makes it very, very difficult to sleep. So I do sleep with nature sounds, usually like some type of rain or something like that. So I just put on my app and turn on my speaker because it blows the speakers in my phone. So I just turn on my speaker and then that can help me relax and get to sleep, even though I do have that ringing in my ears. So this is also a tale of caution to make sure that you have healthy ears. Don't listen to things that are too loud, and make sure if something is going on with your health that you go get it checked. For me, it was kind of a long story, but I did end up with permanent hearing loss. So make sure you get that done because I don't know what the sound of silence sounds like anymore and I hate it. So my little speaker on my nightstand really does help me sleep. So happy with that. And question number 4, what is something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? So I haven't been to a bookstore in years and years. One thing, of course, because of the pandemic, I haven't been out much, but also I typically stick to buying secondhand books or off of Book Outlet. So I do a lot of my book ordering online. But when I did used to go to the bookstore here, our big bookstore, like you guys in the States have Barnes & Noble, and here we have Chapters or Indigo. And they had a whole like lifestyle line. They had really nice mugs and like homewares and stuff like that. So a lot of the times I would buy their really cozy Sherpa blankets or a new mug. Sometimes they have like reading socks that are really, really nice. I've had reading socks in the past. Actually, I need to get some for this year. So definitely when it starts to turn into fall, I probably will go into Indigo and pick up a new pair of reading socks because they're really cozy. And question number 5 is, what's a fun gift that you've received that wasn't a book or a gift card to get books? And honestly, like me and my family, we don't exchange gifts really. We stopped doing that a long time ago. But I would have to say probably anything from the witchy store. Like if any of my friends or family walked into like Rite of Ritual, which is a witchy store that we have here locally, and anything from there. So my husband got me a really nice wallet from there one time. My skull, where is he? My skull over here, he's from there. And yeah, so incense, candles, anything that's witchy, I really, really love. I used to get some like bath things as well, but recently my sensitive skin has gotten really, really bad. I have psoriasis and eczema, and I can't use it anymore. I literally break out in hives from head to toe if I change anything in my routine. So unfortunately I can't have like really fun bubble baths or anything anymore, but I used to love getting bath products, especially from like local sellers and stuff. But yeah, I'd have to go with anything from the witchy store. So if anybody ever wanted to buy me a gift, just go in and get me a skull or something. So that's definitely my answer for that one. And question number 6, what is a YouTube channel that you watch that's not related to books? And I mean, obviously most of us watch a ton of booktube channels, but some that I watch that aren't to do with books. One is called Grimmlifecollective. I've mentioned them on the channel before, and it's this husband and wife, and they travel around to different burial locations, movie filming sets, haunted houses. Just this past Halloween they did one that was like all of the like Universal nights and stuff like that. They traveled around to all of the different haunted houses that they had set up like in California. So I really like that one. I find it super cozy to watch. Another channel that I really like to watch is Bernadette Banner. She is a seamstress and she sews a lot of historical costumes and stuff like that. She actually has training in historical costumery. So I like to listen to her speak about how garments were made back in like the Victorian and Regency eras and Edwardian times and stuff like that. She will a lot of times just get old sewing patterns or like even just pictures of old costumes and stuff like that and like redo them. So I really like her. And I actually really enjoy a lot of ASMR channels. I am very, very relaxed with ASMR. I do get tinglies when I'm very satisfied with certain sounds. So two channels that I really, really like, and I'll have all of these channels linked down below, of course. One of them is called Moonlight, Cottage, and she is very much into cottagecore type things. She loves anything that's fantasy. She loves anything that's like Lord of the Rings. So she has an apothecary series. She has kind of like this Lord of the Rings kind of series. She has a series where she's the maid and she's taking care of people. So I love her cinematic ASMR series. And the other one, I think her name is Nefertiti, and she has very relaxing videos as well. So when I'm super stressed or I'm really anxious, I really like to put their channels on in the background that I find very, very soothing. The other thing that I really like to watch on YouTube is the Calmed by Nature channel. So anything that's like coffee house ambiance with like smooth jazz and rain sounds and stuff like that. One thing I love to do, especially after work, is when I go back upstairs, because my workspace is in my basement, I like to turn on my essential oil diffuser and put on some relaxing jazz music and just get ready for the evening. So that's something else that I really like to watch. So I like really atmospheric kind of YouTube channels, and I like to watch things that are relaxing. So like I said, Grimmlifecollective I find very relaxing, except for when they're going through the haunted houses and stuff, but they're always super respectful for the places that they're visiting, and so I really, really enjoy that. So that's a couple of channels that I like to listen to. And then of course the last question is to tag some people that you would like to see their answers. And of course I'm going to leave this open and just say, if you see this video and you would like to do a video of your own, please let me know down below if you are going to make a video, and so I can go and watch it, and make sure to tag the original creator as well. So this is a super fun tag. I always like doing these because you get to learn about the booktuber a little bit more. It's a little bit more of a personal touch on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a question or comment down below, because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky everybody. Bye.